and the National Guard, and
Yeah,
that's this current
it's
event
crazy.
stuff.
I know, and we haven't really been doing current events on the Dragon here for a while. But you know what? Being today's the 1 year anniversary of the Bundy Ranch, we're going to be talking about first of all, because somebody who's down there is with us tonight, HD, right? With us as often as he
Right.
can get in, but but we're going to talk about what the year's been like since, right? Because that's really the only time that people have stood up to the federal government and they were armed and the federal government backed down.
And yeah, exactly.
So
Not in our lifetime, at least, that I can
yeah, and even when
we can
people
think
bring
of.
up Athens, right? The Battle of Athens, right?
That wasn't the
It,
feds. Yeah.
they're right. That wasn't the feds. That was the town. That was the county.
Yep.
So it's a whole different ball game when it's like that, you know.
Yeah, for sure. It's been an interesting year. I mean, I think everybody's paid attention to a lot of overreach throughout the country. I mean, you've had with the police stuff, you know, having pretty much every week something happen has kept people, observant of that aspect. But it's been interesting what's come out of all the police shootings and stuff is you still have the vision of half a lot or a good portion, I won't say half, but a good portion of people are leaning towards we need a national force. We need to have regulations. The feds need to come in and you know prosecute this stuff, and they're falling right into the trap of centralized control.
Well, do you think that's what this is and why they feed that to us on a daily basis almost? You know, how else would they get a national police force here in
I
the
think they
United
just
States?
they manipulate it. They manipulate the storyline. Yeah, Tony just sent a picture on an hour ago on Instagram with his flag at the back of his truck.
But I mean, I understand it. Believe me, you know me with my tinfoil hats, right? So I've been very suspicious of it since the beginning of them constantly feeding us this, because for a long time all they fed us was pro cop stories, right? And now the mass media, only feeds justifiably so because I've known this shit for decades, having scars on the back of my skull from when I was a kid, of police brutality.
Right.
So
That
you
that's
know,
a good point you bring up because and the media is not taking sides on it. They'll let people run down their own rabbit trail, but then they get caught up in the side of it's just one bad apple, or they get caught up in the side of we need to nationalize police forces. We need to regulate. The federal FBI and the Department of Justice needs to come in here and drop the hammer or whatever.
yeah,
It's
which is fucking ridiculous on its face. Didn't the DEA just get fucking busted with hookers and the fucking, I mean, every single alphabet agency has got some shady shit up there too. So what's a
right.
national thing going to do? Make it nationally shady? It already
Oh
is.
yeah, for sure. Well, the problem now is all these cops that are doing bad things. It's all the federal training they've been getting. The feds have been running police training for 20 years, probably. Just progressively, it filters down. And all the police forces, just about every police force and sheriff's department, sends a trainer to a centralized facility in either Georgia or at the FBI facility or something, and they get trained there on their techniques and arrest techniques and cuffing and tactical stuff. And that's what the problem is a centralized. Nobody's trained locally to deal with their own problems or to how they're going to handle it. It's all centralized
Right.
already.
They're sent to Quantico, or those guys from Quantico come to you, HRT and whatever, blah, 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 come teach you guys or whoever, whatever department. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know it's ridiculous. And, here's the thing is they're so fucking brazen. Look at that shit with the guy on horseback, right?
Oh, that is just yeah, yeah. It's bizarre.
Well, and, here's the thing. It's just he's lucky he's white. That's all I got to say. Is because I can't see the cops being that adrenaline up and not popping a dude of color. I don't want to be a prick about it, but it's just true.
Yeah. Well, and apparently they I mean they looked up at the helicopter. They knew they were being filmed. They didn't
Yeah,
care.
they didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They didn't care one bit. I know. I saw that because they looked. The only one that cared was, and the only one that I didn't see, kick the fucker or punch him or anything was the black cop that showed up, black sheriff, and he just kind of backed away. He was like, "Oh, fuck." Oh,
I didn't catch that part. But
I
yeah,
watched
so
the whole,
yeah.
and video from when they first tore him down and took him
I mean,
down
after
off
the
that
first kick
horse.
to the groin, I pretty much it was after anything after that is just gravy. It's just like you screwed it up to begin with, and now you got
Well, and then they lie, right? So on top of it, they lie, right? They say he's wearing super loose clothing, so it didn't contact with the skin, so he didn't get the shock. You see him shock.
yeah.
One of those tasers hit him and got him. You see him when he's prone, and then all of a sudden he arcs, right? Like
Uh-huh.
getting a shock, and then he's back to prone, and then they're on top of him. He's punching him in the face. Other dude kicks him in the nuts, and then it's just a pile on, really.
Right. Yeah. Can you text Tony a link? I don't know how, or just let him know they're up. They're posted. I don't have my phone's charging.
Right. I can't
Um,
text him a link, but I can do it the same way you've done it. Pretty much
well, I
is.
mean, just let him know too. Oh, you can't. That's right. Never mind. Ah,
Oh,
okay.
mine and Rebel's shit crashed. Here, let me see if I got it on here. And damn it. Nope. Okay, let me grab it real quick.
What's up, Long 13 hair out in the chat room? So I guess we're on the.
Sorry, guys.
I guess the
I'm gonna.
comments underneath. So
Yeah, sorry about that. HD was starting it up. It was really HD's chat, and it was just easier. We didn't get the. We had the same starting problem that I had last time, which was weird.
all right. Oh wow, we're bringing the trolls out tonight. There's 10 thumbs down right now.
Sweet.
Oh my goodness, how is that even possible?
I don't even
Oh,
know, man.
we haven't even said anything controversial yet, have we? I
No,
guess people love cops. I don't.
at least 10 of them, right?
Fabrizio is out there. What's up? And Bank Switch 187. I don't think I've ever seen them in our chat. So hey, how you doing?
The bang switch 187. The bangs. No, that's breach bang and clear. I just read an article from them
Oh yeah.
earlier. So wait, no, there is there. Anyway, I've heard the name before. What's up, Reb?
Zian.
He's trying. I know he crashed earlier and I crashed earlier.
Yeah, Tony. I was out working in the yard, and Tony texts me frantically. These guys are messing it up. They're missing all the speeches. And I'm like, oh no. So I cut things short a little bit. See if I can get something started.
Yeah, my shit crashed, and then I was getting ready to start up, and then I tried hitting up Tony, and I'm like getting no answer from him over on Facebook.
Yeah, we gotta get him in here because they're it'd be interesting to see what he said. There was a lot of people. There's a couple pictures on Facebook he's posted of his truck and the 3% flag, and him and his girl by the sign out there. Um, so that's on his Facebook. I don't know if I haven't seen him on Google Plus, but that was about an hour ago. So I don't know if I can get through my feed that far.
All right, let me see if
But
I can send him a
yeah,
link on Facebooky.
if anyone wants to go see some current pictures, go check out Tactical Tony. He might have some pictures on his G Plus, or if you're friends on Facebook, see how many he
I'm
posts.
sure on Instagram too.
Yeah, I don't have an Instagram.
Neither do
I'm
I.
not
But
that high speed.
I know Tony's tactical like that. He's got himself a high speed Instagram account. Well, bang, and he posts a lot on Instagram. He loves that shit.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Damn, I don't know what the hell's going on. My shit crashed earlier, and I had to do a virus scan and everything. It was all kinds of messed up. Let's see. Saying he wasn't on here 4 hours ago. Let me drop him a link, see if that'll hit him up out there. If he's got cell signal, he
Is
might
it
not have signal.
private? No, well, he posted those pictures from out there. I don't think the news is out there, so he should be able to post relatively. He sounded like he was ready to get on a chat if we were able.
Right. Well, I just sent him a link through the Facebookie.
I think we just need to notify him. Is Rebel on here?
Well, that should ping on him. He was, and then, like
Dropped
I
out.
said,
Okay,
he's been having problems, so he dropped out.
but yeah, a little bit more current update news. I don't know if everybody saw Rebel's video he posted the other day, but we got information that pretty much every law enforcement agency down there is on alert overtime this weekend, and it kind of goes to the thought of ain't gonna be nothing if you don't start nothing. It's like, why would you guys be on high alert for a barbecue? You know, and
Well,
then
and
well, go ahead.
well, they're going to be high surveillance anyway, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, for sure they're pinging, they're doing information gathering. I'm sure the feds in particular, which we got word too that there was a FBI APC or MRAP or some vehicle of such sort down there in the vicinity, not at the exact turnoff of the ranch, but within a 30-minute drive, if you'll say. Um,
See, now I'd have to go take the kitties and go have them take pictures with it.
oh
Look
yeah,
at what
cool.
your tax dollars buying.
Yeah,
You
I was
know?
hoping we could get a picture of that, but that was yesterday, so I don't know if it's been seen today as well. But that was yesterday evening. But also another convenient coincidence is National Guard North and South of Nevada are all on drill weekend, um, which, from my understanding, is unusual for both North and South to have a drill in the same weekend. And there were people from the North that went to the South for the drill,
Hmm.
whatever it might be. So it's a pretty high end for a weekend drill, which is usually pretty low key. I'm not sure about. There's a National Guard based out of Elko, which is the northeastern part of the state, but I'm not sure about them. But there's a lot of people, you know, coincidentally activated, I guess you'd say,
Yeah, and
at
we
the
all
same
love
time frame.
coincidences, don't we?
Well, Rebel likes to say there's no such thing as coincidences, which I'm starting to believe him.
Well, more than rebels say that. So,
Yeah, well,
Rebel is quoting a famous quote.
right.
I think it was Sherlock Holmes. No,
Um,
busting Rebel's chops because he needs to get back in here. And hey, Reb, do us a favor, call Tony, see if he can get
yeah,
signal and
drop
get
in.
on.
He's got his links or not, or text him a link, or I guess how do you hit him up through the Hangouts? It should automatically give him one to his phone. Is that right?
I thought so. I mean, he's always jumping in with, I'm gonna try again that way.
Yeah, it's hit and miss with me. Some of them I get through my phone, some of them I don't. I think it depends on which account you send it to.
Right. Well, and that's the thing. Nowadays, everybody's got like 15 million motherfucking accounts. You know?
Yeah.
Let's see. And we'll try this as well.
You doing any shooting this weekend, Mule?
I was thinking maybe yesterday. I was hoping today, but then things just turned out. Other things came up.
All
I
right.
heard you got a little done today.
That's cannot be confirmed or denied.
Okay. Fair enough.
No, yeah, we did a little bit. Um,
From
I
what I
guess
heard,
we
it
got
was good.
Wake Up is sharing the chat out on Twitter. Thank you. And if I'm not mistaken, that's NorCal Prepper, but I haven't seen him in a coon's age, so I don't know.
Oh, shit. Watch that. That's an old saying. And be careful
What, a
these
coon's
days
age?
with it.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? I didn't even. Oh goodness, you kidding me?
No, not kidding you at all, dude. I said that one day in a Walmart and got looked at so hard. It was
Yeah.
like, what? I ain't seen him in forever. What the fuck are you people worried about?
Wow.
Never watched Davy Crockett? Damn, I'm old. Leave me alone.
That's just a common saying where I'm from. or at least where I grew up.
Yeah,
Maybe not around here, but all
but
right. Well,
so I heard you've had a nice day so far, and then you came home to do some yard work and got hit up by Tony, huh?
yeah, there was a lot of running around in between that, but that's the gist of it. Yeah.
Well, for the whole 8 people watching, I mean, we are here and we are talking, so let's get to some conversation. In the year because you were down there last year at this time, and it was a whole different ball game, right? The feds may be watching them now, but they were watching then as well. But it was a different vibe, right? Now, in the year since, have you seen it? What have you seen happen? That's Has it changed your mind in wanting to? Well, I know it hasn't. So this is ridiculous to even try and like interview you like I'm somebody.
All right.
Okay. Anyway,
No, I mean, yeah, obviously hasn't changed anybody's mind, I don't think, or not on our end.
yeah, and I mean, so you've been involved the whole way though with the fight through up through Carson City with the BLM. You were out there just the other week, March 31st. You were out there, you know, at over at the State House, right? So you've been in this
Right.
fight for a while. How's it going? Because the rest of
Um,
us don't hear a ton, other than when the liberals want to push Bundy's face out there as the biggest domestic terrorist on the planet. You know what I mean?
right. Um, I think it's all been good. Um, and I think the biggest thing is it's kept it on the people and the public in their mind. It's been out in the public for, I mean, like we talked about, the police stuff's kind of overridden it a little bit this year, but at least locally or regionally, and people that are in the West, it's still pretty prevalent when the BLM issue has gone a lot of attention this year. So, and that's probably the biggest thing because it's not about Clive and Bundy.
Right.
It's much more to it, and like I said, going back through the last month through all the old videos from last year, that was the biggest thing we pushed through. It's not about one guy and his cows. It's so much more than that,
And
and
it's still
to
not
continue to
because you.
push that, yeah, you can continue to push that message.
Well, let's talk about that because your state has been pushing to take back their land from the feds, right?
Right. So, well, I talked about we were at the Capitol 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
They were for here having the first conference, the committee hearing on AB 408, which was basically a bold statement that the land belonged to the state and the state could tax and regulate access and regulate mineral rights and everything else on it. That's since been watered down. It did get out of the Mineral and Natural Resources Committee on Friday, I believe, Friday or Thursday. But it got a lot of the language having to do with returning the land of the state got removed, but it did affirm the right of the sheriff as the supreme law enforcement officer of the county, which is a given, but they reaffirmed it there somehow. I haven't read the amendment that changed it, so I mean I'd have to look that up, but I haven't had time lately. So
Right,
that's kind of
right,
the change. Now, is it watered down? Is it what we wanted? No, but again, it goes back to it keeps it in the public mind. It keeps it, and it is progress, I guess you would say. Um, and it is continuing to show that there's a lot of support and there's a lot of political support here in the state, which is good because I mean there is a lot of cattle ranching and farming, and even if people don't farm a ranch, their family grew up doing that. So that's one of the good things of it is that there's still a lot of that support, even though people have grown away from it as a required hot line of work.
right. But I mean, even if it's getting watered, it depends upon how far the watered down goes, right? Because it can always end up back in committee, right, and get strengthened or weakened. So,
Yeah,
but
because
this
it
is the
has to go.
political process.
It
Yeah.
goes over to the Senate now. So it was in the Assembly to committees. Now it goes over to the Senate since it got passed out, and it's got an exemption, which means it will not be killed until the final day of the legislature.
Huh. Good deal.
I think that's a unique thing. I mean, every state's a little different in how they work their legislators, but that's
Well, and you
basically the gist of
guys,
it.
they're only in office for how long? Okay, now Nevada's
Oh,
different, right?
Yeah,
They,
our assembly, our legislature only meets once every 2 years, and it's only for 120 days.
right. So it's like a temp job. So they're going to have to deal with this year, this 120-day
Well,
session.
they can just kill it and nothing happens. There can be no action.
Hmm.
I mean,
But they have to something,
right.
kill it or pass it or kick it back. Right.
Yeah, and it'd be interesting. I mean, the governor can veto it. That's always, and
Interesting.
he's a, you know, he's of the thought. I'm pretty sure he would veto the the original version. I almost guarantee he would have vetoed, because he would weasel his way out of it and talk about um, constitutionality. Now because the Legislative Council Bureau, which basically is all the lawyers who analyze bills, came right out and said it was unconstitutional. Um, and everybody told them they're wrong. um, because they read the centralized government version of the Constitution, not the version of the Constitution limiting for the federal government. They're trained lawyers, so that's the way they
Right.
always read it. Nowadays.
Well, and that's part of the problem is everybody's so indoctrinated into this fucking system that says the Constitution basically doesn't mean shit. It's how we read into it. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it's a tool for the federal government to use against the states, which is completely bass backwards.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, that's kind of where that stands. Still a lot. It's the news is not. I mean, it's not been in the papers a whole lot. I mean, they did the bare minimum coverage. They didn't put a lot of ink into it, a lot of front page time. It was front page on the Las Vegas Sun, and the it was back pages in the other local papers like the Vegas Review Journal and the Reno Gazette Journal and the Carson paper. It wasn't even the day that they did the bill. They didn't. They gave it front page on the website, but in the actual print, it wasn't out front.
And that's the thing is they control the message. And I mean, how much news time did he get and what was shown? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I watched some of the stuff on the TV, even though I don't have local TV, but I watched it on the line, the couple of the segments. The Channel 2 did probably the best job. I think I posted that on G Plus when they did do that. It was showed because there was a small contingent there against the bill as well, um, and then who think somehow the all these closures by the BLM aren't the same as if the state was to get a hold of it and close land, because they were like, we want access. Well, you don't have access right now. I mean, they've closed off how many millions of acres, and they're closing more. They're this new BLM plan that they're trying to get, which the comment period was extended to the 19th uh, of this month, so that's still coming up. Um, they don't realize what's going on. They're just having an emotional response or a politically driven response, one or the other. You don't hear a whole lot of logic coming out of that side when they get up there to speak. I know you did. You watch some of the committee hearing
Mm-hmm.
when they first? Yeah, you saw that some of that stuff. I mean, it was like this woman we got up there and she was talking about the land being raped and she was fearful. It was all emotionally driven. She used all the
Which
emotional keywords.
which was ridiculous because it's like, wait a minute, you're thinking the federal government's not doing that?
Right. What do you think? I think they're making all this money and why they're keeping the states out of being involved. It's all about money.
Right. Why do you think that? Why do you? I mean, why do you think they're limiting people's access to it recreationally as well? Because they don't want you to see what's going on out there. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I mean, and the shit that's going on out there, they really are raping the land. You know, I mean, stealing from the American people and giving it away to who? Whoever's invested in whatever. And what? Does that pay a bill somewhere? No. Does anybody get a check? No. But yet it's supposed to be our land, right? But we, the people, doesn't represent us any longer. That's just a catchphrase now for the federal government. And stupid people believe it. I mean, I did see that chick, and she just pissed me off so bad.
Oh yeah, you think?
Oh, dude, it really angers me when people don't realize that Uncle Sugar's never out for your best interest. It's out for its best interest.
Yeah, it
And
hasn't
those
been for
things are
several
different.
decades. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I personally think more than a century, but that's my opinion. Anyway, so we're trying to get Tony in here. hoping to get
Yeah,
it.
QC posted out in the chat that Tony had to go charge his phone. I don't know how he got a hold of him. I guess he was in
Well,
a private
thanks,
chat with
QC.
QC. I don't know.
Thanks, QC. Yeah, I was
And
trying to see if G was around too, but we're here.
QC
We're
says he'll take a
straight.
link if you got one.
All
I
right. Hold on, Jimmy.
think we got room. And QC had a pretty good chair last year. He was in the chat for several hours from
Oh,
last year's
yes.
chats. It was pretty good.
Let me try sending him a straight one from the same way I sent. Well, I think QC. No, 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 QC. There you go, QC. Anywho,
Yeah, I haven't seen
QC
anything in the
Temps.
news. This like whole event's been pretty tamped down too. It hasn't really been in any papers that I kind of did a research through the smaller papers down there, the Vegas Sun and the Pahrump Valley Times, and I didn't see it in any of those papers. Let me look again today.
Right.
Um, you think they'd at
Well,
least bring it up?
it's funny. I did see references to the party this weekend in a few commentaries on that whole incident at the Walmart in Arizona.
Oh, the
Did you?
parking lot fight.
Yeah,
Yeah, that.
yeah, the parking lot fight. Yeah, did you see that?
Right. Yeah, that was disturbing.
That really was disturbing, and it surprised me the cops didn't shoot more people.
Right. And I never get what were they called there for? What was that? Why were they even going?
From what I've read, there was a confrontation in the store with one of the employees, so they kicked him out, and it was a shoving match and whatever. Like I think maybe even accusing them of like shoplifting or something. I don't know for sure.
All right.
Right, and it led into a fight. Cops were called. Right, led into a giant fight. Family didn't want to get arrested. Well, they did. One of them was dead. Shit. Oh,
Huh.
Jim, I sent you a link. I sent it to QC too. Let me send it to James, to the gym.
Yeah, to give you an idea of about how whitewashed this. I mean, the Reno paper on the online site at least, they're talking about. There's a story about wild horses, the new basketball coach, the transgender bill, and the other legislative issues.
What
Then there's
transgender? What?
there's a bill in the legislation about the transgender. I don't know. I haven't even paid attention to it. It's just divide and conquer. That's all it is. Like we talked about the other night.
Yeah.
I don't even pay attention to it. Um, my kids know better. That's all I need to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, and then there's some the headlines: Burning Man, 1997. Okay, no, I don't think that's a headline. So yeah, there's complete dodge in the issue. Um,
Yeah, and you would think that they would make an issue of it, right? Because 1 year anniversary, showdown in the desert. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Something. Fuck. If they really want to get people riled up, you'd think they'd be doing that, right? But I don't think they want to get people too riled up because I think there's more. I think there's more tension than even we might know, especially over this whole Jade Helm thing.
yeah, that's the thing thinking about because Southern Nevada is definitely in the epicenter of that because a lot of traffic's going to go through Nellis and Indian Springs out there and everything down in Southern Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that's kind of interesting that all this activity is taking place with the National Guard in particular, who could very well be tied into that stuff. Um, so yeah, uh, Yeah, I'm checking the Mesquite News, the local paper there. I don't see nothing about it.
Yeah, kind of funny, isn't it? Because like I got I mean, I'm on Carol Bundy's email list and a few others' email list. I have some other friends who I've met through the Bundy stuff last year who I'm still friends with on the Facebook, and they've been showing pictures of the party, you know.
Oh,
And,
really? Oh, I haven't seen any of those.
and so it's just well, that was earlier when I was online. I saw them, and they were there pretty early today. But well, damn, I squirreled. Anyway, yeah, you'd expect to see a ton more interest in this, right?
I just
Because it
take.
was
Well,
such a
I'll
big
be
tour.
happy with just one story, just one acknowledgement that it even exists.
Yeah, 1 year later, they're still there. You know,
This is interesting though. There is I gotta check my locations, but there is a story in the Mesquite paper about exit I-18 interchange to be. There's a project to for the IF-15 to get an exit 118 interchange project. I
oh
think
no.
that's right next to that's if it's not 118, it's 119 of where you take the exit there to turn off to the ranch. That's like
Now,
right next to it.
how close from the exit is the ranch?
Well, this
Because
goes back to the just the storyline of the land next to the interstate there. They were talking about selling off for development for what do you call it? Not
There we go.
projects.
Jesus
It,
Christ. Somebody who
what do you?
knows how to
Hey,
put stuff
Tony, wait,
together.
we're talking. You just don't
Let's
barge in
talk.
here.
Fuck, dude. I'm
What's
like,
up?
there's all types of speeches going on, man. I'm trying to get this fucking thing going, and they're
Yeah, I
just
guess they
sending
had
me like
technical
dead.
issues.
Yeah, they're just sending me dead link after dead link. I'm like, damn.
All right, well, she got we got something started. Well, the chat wouldn't even start up. We couldn't even get it started properly before.
Were you guys titling at Bundy Ranch?
Tactical Tony at the Bundy Ranch 1 year anniversary.
Cause it's weird. Cause a metro like F-350 with a camper shell actually pulled into the camp on the other side, like on the other side of the bridge.
Yeah.
And they never did that. They've always just drove through and kept on trucking. This fool pulled into the camp, so um, I don't
Anybody go
know.
talk to him?
What's that?
Anybody go talk to him?
No, no, not that I know. There's a lot of security out here though for Clive, and they got like. I already ran into Buddha. I said what's up and everything, and I ran into Colonel Potter.
Oh, right on.
Dude, I've ran into so many people out here that have been out here since the beginning.
Well, it is the 1 year anniversary, Tone.
Babe, give me a second. I'm just gonna walk. They're on live. I'm gonna go over there so they can see who's here, and then I'll come back over here. All right? Come on, they're on live. All right.
Yeah, we're live. We need a live report.
Cause I was over here for like fucking an hour trying to get in. I got there was some strong talk too, man. I left some of it out of the video.
But you did get video, and why would you leave strong talk out of a video?
Yeah, you of all
I didn't,
people.
I didn't do it on. I didn't do it on purpose. I just.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, no, then all's
After
forgiven.
an hour.
Dominus
Can
hominis.
you guys see me? I mean, can you guys
Yeah.
see the?
Yeah,
Is it way clearer than last time?
it's clearer than last time. It's also daytime, so that's
Well,
You
helpful.
want
no,
to click
because
on him?
I
Click on
had
him,
a
Mule.
bullshit
Yeah.
network. I think that's. Let me see who's up there. I don't think that's Cliven, is it?
All right, you're starting to come up to the main stage. So, how many
Somebody's up
people have been out there today?
Dude, there's a good amount of people out here. I don't know if you can see, but there's a every parking lot like High Desert can kind of give you an idea. The camp on the other side is full. I think they were calling that the Liberty Camp or something.
Right, and
Remember what I'm
just
talking
saw
about?
people down the river.
Over where the kitchen was and everything down that way.
Yeah, that camp is full.
Right.
And then this camp is full down here already by the houses, and dude, there's a lot of people here already.
Well, it's supposed to be an
There's a good
all-day
amount.
event. They should be there.
But I mean, the cars just started piling in just recently.
Hey, is Madison Rising going to be out there this year?
I don't know.
That'd be cool.
I don't know.
Turn
I
it into
could
a
give you
Liberty Festival.
So
I could
Tony,
give you a little. Go call her. I could give you a little shot of the barbecue and shit. So they're about to start firing up.
is that cases of water right there?
Yeah, you know it.
Right.
And
You were
it's
saying
a
security. You were saying security is pretty heavy. Is it a
big
militia
time.
security, dress down security, open carry security? What?
Yeah, open carry.
All right.
Yeah, you can see
That's
they're
how you can
firing up
tell.
they're
Oh,
firing
nice.
up the grills already. There you go, get a view right there. Missing out, man.
Yeah. You know it.
I got 3 grills going here.
Somewhere or something to that effect.
There you go. Condiments.
Hey, get me a burger. No,
Man, I tell you what, dude, this is the best burgers I ever had last time I was out here.
right? Well, come on. They're good people. They probably slaughtered the fatted calf, you know?
Hey, that's just because you were starving from working hard. Have you is Wild Iron down there? Or do you know if he's coming?
Nah, he's not gonna make it, I don't think.
Now, what about some of your crew? Were you able to hook up with anybody from Vegas?
Our founding fathers, and that we want to bequeath to our children and grandchildren. Let's thank God that we still have our rights, and we still have the right to stand up for it because of the Second Amendment. God bless you all, and God bless us with the spirit of liberty. Thank you.
Yeah, Tony, you got to go get a hold of Colonel Potter and tell him thanks for all the stuff he's doing.
It's basically like a bunch of cowboy poetry and stuff going on right now, I guess, and little speeches. But
Hey, let everybody get in on it, right? I mean, that's
check
beautiful.
this out. This is pretty cool. They're doing this. I wanted to take the Ford across, but everybody said no. I already pulled out a Chevy since I've been here.
That's difficult to do, too.
Yeah, bent up my little tow hitch hook thingy a little bit, but check this out. You guys see this?
Yeah.
Oh, they got a tractor bringing people across? Right.
We're on
Awesome.
live. Say hi.
We had Rebel for a minute. He was just back in a second ago. What's up, Jim?
Yeah, so
Hey.
So dude, the security is way heavier than I've ever seen, like almost throughout the whole time we were out here. I mean, there's a lot of motherfuckers. Like they got a whole like militia unit just to be around Clive, and they even have a chick. She looks like she's a fed or something.
The chick was here in Carson City. She was up here.
Oh, you saw her?
Yeah, she was up here at Carson when he came up here.
She's fucking straight, fucking Secret Service looking.
Hey.
She is fucking, dude. She is fucking serious.
Well, don't think he hasn't gotten death threats from the left.
Oh, dude, yeah, I hear it all the time. I know. But yeah, this party's gonna be kicking off probably here. I mean, they're gonna be doing a bunch of cowboy poetry and stuff until the sun goes down. Then they're gonna have some bands on. They're already starting to barbecue. So.
And is this where you guys are setting up camp?
Oh yeah, this is where we are right here. There's where they are, and we're right here. We're literally right here on the river.
Hey Tony, did Cliven come out and say something already, or anybody in the family?
I think one of his sons might have got up there, but that was That was one of his sons right there at the grill.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, cooking.
You're moving
Yeah,
the phone too fast.
I've intermingled with everybody but the Bundys so far. I ran into Buddha, said what's up, and a bunch of other guys. What, you want to say hi? From Bundy Ranch? Say hi.
Hi.
They're on live.
What's up, Water?
Yeah,
Hi,
check
Water.
this out. We didn't have this last time at Bundy Ranch.
Yeah, we had more important things to worry about.
Well, you know, that's what I try to explain to people this time, man. It's just a celebration this time. Like, there's not even nothing to be scared of. I even talked to my family who's law enforcement. They already gave me the inside scoop on this shit and everything. But they were even telling me, they were like these motherfuckers don't really even care, honestly, the locals. You know what I mean? They're just being told that they got to do shit, and it's, I don't know. My pops was telling me, he's like, motherfuckers who think they're all out there being watched are crazy. I was like, well, I'm on the list. He was like, oh, yeah, you're on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me know when I'm on the list, all right?
I'm fucking VIP, baby. I feel fucking special.
Shit. Tony's dad had a probe because of Tony.
We work together.
They did
I throw him a bone,
check.
he throws me a bone. No. It's so funny though. Somebody did the whole, like, out of everything, me doing everything and being out here and everything, somebody had the balls on the YouTube to tell me I was a cop. I was like, dude, I wish I was a cop. I'm so broke. Dude, my pops has my parents have had a nice, comfortable living since they became cops. So trust me, if I was a cop, I wouldn't be living in a one-bedroom shack. I think people get fooled because of the truck, huh? I live outside my means.
Way out.
All right, well, we're gonna cross the river. This thing's gonna be going down at sundown, pretty much. I mean, I could sit there and let you guys listen to the cowboy speeches, or I could just film them and post them. But I tried to get in this motherfucker when when it very first started, and Cliven's daughter was up there. That was a really, really good speech. I didn't get the whole thing, but I think I got enough of it that everybody, like, she was up there crying. She was just like thanking everybody for coming and saving her family and everything. So.
And is that Carol?
No,
Bundy?
no, not the wife, the daughter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know
So
on.
I got a lot of that speech. They sang the national anthem and stuff. I missed that. Say hi to Amos.
Hello, Amos.
So you guys are camping out there tonight?
Oh yeah, dude. We got tents. We got trucks. We got beer. We got food.
All right, beer, grub, and guns,
shit.
right?
We got everything, dude. We did not come light. I filled the whole bed up. But
so
actually,
we're gonna
I'll
be
take you
seeing
guys
some
on.
range shooting, some shooting videos tomorrow.
Yeah, we were
After
gonna do it today, but we already started getting some beers in us and stuff.
Right,
so.
right. After the hangover tomorrow morning, then tomorrow afternoon.
No hangover. Dude, no hangover from me. I will be up bright and early out here. The best part of being out here at the ranch is the mornings. I don't know if anybody can second that, but that's like the best part of being out here is the mornings.
You get a kick-ass breakfast?
Yeah, they serve a cool little breakfast, but it's so peaceful and fucking, it's just beautiful out here in the morning.
Quiet, still.
Cool.
Yeah, dude.
Not hot.
Yeah, I got many times to reflect and think about shit in my life, just sitting out here. And I ran into somebody. You remember the Marine chick? Actually, I don't know if you ever met her. Do you remember the Marine chick, High Desert?
I remember you talking about her.
That was out there last year?
Yeah, she's been here the whole time. She was here the day of. She's been here. She's out here. In fact, she just got here today. She's here till Tuesday.
We're not talking about TPP, right?
No. Long story short, I don't drop my phone in the river. I'm walking across the river right now. she's out here, and she's probably, dude, she spent so much fucking time out here. It's crazy. But we were both talking. She's like, I love it out here. She's like, I just got here today. She's like, I'll be here till Tuesday. You know, and she's like one of the consistent faces I've seen the whole time since I've been out here. So really good people though. Like, I mean, we're on live, right?
Yep.
We came out. Well, we came down here. We came down the side of the freeway there. Anyways, it gets real muddy as you're coming through. And I'm good. I got the 4-wheel drive. That's what the whole point of getting stuck and getting out of the vehicle I was in the first place. But my buddy got stuck. He doesn't have 4-wheel drive. He has a Silverado. But dude, immediately when he got stuck, there was like people, hey, there's the chains right there, like some shit you would never in the city. You know what I mean? We're sitting here. He got stuck. And there's just immediately people coming over. Hey, need help? Hey, I mean, everybody's poking fun, but you know what I mean? I don't know. You can't describe out here unless you're out here. And that's why I try to tell people, just bring your fucking ass out here. So.
And say, has the political port posted anything recently, or did I get unsubbed from her?
No, she's okay. She just hasn't done no videos.
Okay.
I talk to her regularly, so.
Yeah, you can find her doing some stuff on Twitter. That's about it.
Damn, this side's all calm.
Yeah.
So when this shit goes down here in a little bit, I don't know if you guys want to close the Dragon for now and then open it back up, or what you want to do. There's not really much going on but poetry. We've arrived. We got just kind of going around and meeting and greeting with all the faces that have been here since day one. You know, Potter's out here. He's really nice. That's a really nice person right there. He's just, you know, you go up to him, you tell him, hey, you know, I'm so-and-so, and he's just a cool guy.
Oh, right on. Yeah. He talked to us several times last year.
Yeah. So so far I ran into a lot of people I know, and gonna meet and greet a little bit more. But what do you guys want to do about it? Do you want to open the Dragon back up later, or what?
Well, I'll tell you what. I don't know. What do you think, HD? We have 22 people now.
I don't know if we can talk for another hour.
Yeah, I know I can't. When you're in later, we can talk about what you're seeing, and we can kind of rehash.
Yeah, there's nothing right now. I'd say like in probably about exactly an hour, probably about 6:30 actually, there'll be a lot more to report. Everybody's just kind of going around in old faces, shaking hands. You got a lot of people still pulling in, and that way we can get a better judge of the amount of people are out here and everything. But besides there being a lot more security than usual, that's about it.
Well, hey, Tone, why don't you go get your camping area all set up and everything, and chillax, and we'll hit you up again in about, say, an hour and a half. Let's say.
Yeah, that sounds perfect. If you guys could jump back in. I was ready, man. I was ready when they started doing the national lab, all that shit, but they just couldn't get it up and working, so I was just sitting there. But
well, I'll start it up at 7 o'clock your time, right?
Sounds good.
Does that sound good to you, HD?
Yep. Well, shoot me a message about 6:30, and I'm pretty sure you're not gonna miss nothing. Yeah, 7 sounds good.
All right.
Yeah, cool.
Does that work, High Desert?
Okay.
Hey, it's your show. I'm just here to participate.
Yeah, me too.
Right, well, shoot Reb a text. Talk to him, see what he's talking about too, and get all the OGs in here for this 7 o'clock chat.
He's having a hard time coming in.
Yeah, he's having technical issues.
All right, well, get a hold of High Desert. He can just text me.
Yep.
But I'll be ready.
Okay, you haven't seen any popo out there at all along the highway or anything?
Yeah, you missed it. I was telling them a Metro truck with 350 with the camper and everything on it just pulled into the camp, and they never did that before. I didn't see. He was on the other side of the bridge, so I couldn't see what he was doing, but I could see he pulled into the camp where those guys are camped out. But I'll
That's
let you
probably
know,
the only
man.
one, yeah.
I got everybody on speed dial. I got a way better phone. I got lots of batteries, so I'm gonna go charge this to the top, and we'll get it going. But just shoot me a text. I'll be here.
Okay.
Yep,
No
sounds good.
phone issues. I got a good fucking expensive ass fucking bullshit ass phone, so
Right.
no technical issues there. All right, guys.
Judge say.
There, Tony.
Later, Tone.
So wonder,
No, Reb
wonder
hit
what
me up.
kind of phone he's got.
Well, Reb hit me up. He's having a little bit of a technical difficulty, so hopefully he can get him restarted when we come back in. For the 15 people that are here right now and the 20 that the 5 that just bounced out a minute ago, we'll see you guys at 7 o'clock Pacific, 9 o'clock Central. All right, we'll restart up the Dragon for part 2 of TT 702 at Bundy, first year anniversary.
Right on.
All right, later, guys.